Hello everyone, you're watching the Savera and I'm Pavit Kaur. Today with me I have Punjab State Commission for Women's Chairperson Raj Lali Gill, with whom we are going to discuss the conditions of prison, specifically if we talk about the women prisoners who are lodged behind the jails, who are going through trials, who have been convicted. There was a concern in Punjab jails that the living conditions are substandard, the barracks are overcrowded, and the women who are serving sentences with their children are facing a lot of trouble. When Raj Lali Gill took the charge, she was the one who took the initiative of visiting these jails, specifically if I mention Roper Jail, where she took the cognizance of the situation and what has been done so far, how have been the prisons made better for the women who are convicted or who are going under trial in prisons in Punjab. Let's have a word with Raj Lali Gill and let's try to understand what changes have been made so far and what are the reforms that we are looking at forward in the coming time. Raj Lali Gilji, thank you so much for taking out your time on such a critical issue that is the condition of women in prison these days. If I particularly talk about Punjab, you were the one who took the cognizance of the issue and you started visiting jails, specifically Roper Jail, if I mention. How has been your tenure so far been helpful over when we see these kind of issues in Punjab, specifically in women's jails?
So far, I visited about 9 jails. And the conditions in Ropar jail specifically, which you're mentioning, when I went there, I saw it's a bit crowded because there were about, I think, about 50, 60 people over there. In one barrack, it was overcrowded. I brought this to the notice of the authorities. We shifted out about 30 to 32 girls to Naba jail after that because this jail is a small jail for the women's cell jo hai. And we have requested, even not only me who's requested, even the police is requesting that this jail needs to be expanded for these women, which I think they are doing it. So the spaces in jail is definitely not that bad, I would say. Conditions over there, I find that medical especially, the pregnant women and the children, if there are minor 1 year or 2 year old child, they are definitely there and there are facilities for the children also. But feel that pregnant women, they need little more care.
Right. When you visited these jails, what were the area of concerns for you? What were the areas that you really wanted that the authorities should work upon?
See, I told you, firstly it was overcrowded, which nobody can do anything because that is a space which is available. So they shifted the women to the other jails like Naba jail and other jails. And the area which I was concerned about was the pregnant women. And the women who are there under trials, they are there for 4 years, 2 years, 5 years. My concern was why the under trials are here for such a long time. Is the legal advice is given to them? Who's representing them? I started checking on all this, which I find that the legal advice definitely is available. The people are coming and meeting them after every week or so. But the delay is in the courts. It's not at the level of any other thing. It is in the courts, especially if they hold a special courts for them. Definitely, it will help out. So we have written to the chiefs also. We have written to the government also. We have written to the jail authorities also. That the under trial jede hage ne, they should be put on a fast track. The minor thefts and all that. Serious ones which are under NDPS Act or under 302 Act, definitely this takes time. But minor things like theft, minor things like fighting with somebody, these things can be cleared in no time. But rest, I think the medical thing was there.
So, what was the major reason behind you visiting the jails? Because this is a very critical issue, but it is always neglected because criminals are always treated as criminal, be it a man or be it a woman. Was there any incident that
Yes.
instigated you?
Yes. I got a call from somebody that there are young girls who are in jail in Roper. Age group was between 25 to 30. So I was very surprised that there are 30 to 40 girls like that in the jail. Why is it so? So that was very, very inquisitive for me. I went and found out that these girls, they had come from various states, Nagaland, Manipur, and other places. They came here and they picked up a job with immigration company or some other companies. These girls, when they went to take their job, they were not given any job contracts. They were not given any details. They were made to sign a contract on a blank paper. They didn't know what it is. Why they signed the blank paper was that immediately we will file the contract on the paper, but join from tomorrow. Typing and all takes a little time. So they signed the blank paper. After this join, nothing was given to them. But when things started going wrong in the company in immigration, like taking money or any pilferages which was going on, so there was a police raid on it. When the police caught them, so they started questioning the owners of it. Owner said, we have got nothing to do with it. Her responsibility was to collect the money. Her responsibility was to discharge all the paperwork required and all. So then they produced that blank paper in which all the specifications were given, that Malik is nothing to do with it. It is only the person who is put into the position. They are responsible. So police get all of them. So when I went there and I saw that there are pleas from the girls, there were 2 girls who were pregnant also, advanced pregnancy, and there was nobody to fight for them. So we arranged for the advocates for them. The law also took a bit of time to give them the interim bail and all that. But we made sure that the crowded, which is very small place where they have kept, we shifted them to Naba jail and we got them the bails from there.
Right, as you said that there are many cases in which the women are pregnant or they are under trial with their kids. So, have you raised the issue also, because there is always a issue of nutrition and the food that is being provided to these women? Have you raised that issue as well?
See, I go there on a surprise visit. I don't inform them and I go there. So that, they're all normal thing which they'll put up their best behavior or what the best things over there. So when I go for a surprise visit, I myself have eaten food over there. I really didn't find that it is lacking anything. But there were some girls over there, or ladies I would say, they wanted specific things that they would like to eat. Okay. Like they say, the sweet is given, this sweet is given almost every day. We want a different sweet. So small things. Small thing. Otherwise, it was a balanced diet. But in the case of pregnant women, we saw the diet chart. I called a dietitian also. I called the doctor also. We spoke also that, look, this maybe you would like to add some extra nutrition over there. So the nurses also there. But the nurses told me, ma'am, if we include these items, what you're saying, these women, they don't want to eat. So they want to eat the grassroots food which they want to eat, right? They can't, if you say vitamins this, vitamins, they say we don't want to eat. We don't believe in this. We never eat this. But instead of these vitamins, give us this sweet, give us this thing. So that was the only thing which I find, that the pregnant women, they need a bit more care.
So, any recommendations that was made by Punjab State Women Commission and which have been implemented in place, and are you planning to any other reforms in the jails as well?
Definitely. Like I told you about the crowding thing. Second was, I thought that the training for the young girls who are there under various acts, it's already going on.
Right.
Lot of trainings are going on over there if they want to learn to paint or to do anything, whichever they like to do. And some girls are studying also. So we thought that let's do something, that we give them a project, that they start making something. Then they learn about it, like sanitary pads, machines, chappals, other things like knitting, and all these are the common things which they do. So once they come out of the jail, at least they are able to earn money for themselves. They're self-dependent. They are not depending on somebody, marriage or anything else, or some man is going to provide them. So this is what, and my recommendation was also there. A lot of things are happening. We are giving them a lot of good trainings also. And the more thing is that the sports which they wanted to indulge in. I came across 2-3 girls who are national level, but they got into the jail because of NDPS Act. They did something wrong because of quick money they want to earn. So they wanted to, that, we are athletes, we want this, we want that. So, but the mistake which you have made, right? This punishment has to be gone through. But definitely they said, okay, we will get them the coach. If they want to do this, we'll get them the coach also, which was provided to them.
So, any other visits that are upcoming in some few days that you're planning in other jails also of Punjab?
Yes, I will. I have visited Amritsar also already, and Sangrur also I have visited. But there are few which I would like to visit. Planning, but I will not disclose.
Yeah, for
And we sure definitely are going to very soon. I'm going to do that. And I think by now everybody knows that when she comes to do a jail, she's going to threadbare the whole thing. Not only that, I asked them about the reports also. How many times they have appeared in the court, how many times in a week a legal advice is given to them, how many times they are able to talk to their parents at home, what all is going on in their life. Then when I go there, I tell everybody, the police prasashan, please go away. I would like to talk to them alone. Because sometimes what happens is that they're hesitant to talk in front when the authorities are standing over there. So I talk to them one by one. When I go there, when I come back, I give them my personal number. That if you face any problems, or you feel that you're ill treated, or you feel you're sick and something is not provided to you, give them the call to me. Many a times I have received also. So I say give them personal numbers. So I think by now the police also knows it very well. And 2-3 times I got a letter also that they have written to me on WhatsApp or something. And I have forwarded that message to the jail authorities that this is what the complaint which I have got. Kindly rectify this. But these are small complaints. I want more time to sleep. My sleep is disturbed. I don't want to be in this cell because somebody is disturbing me. So like this, and somebody wrote that over the food.
There are also a few concerns which have been raised recently that the under trials are being placed in with the ones who are already convicted. So somehow they feel intrigued or they feel threatened by the people who are in the same barrack. Have you raised this issue also?
No, I have not come across this. But definitely I found out that are they kept with them? No, they were separate. Convicts are kept totally separate. It's a separate barrack altogether. Under trials are totally separate. Okay, so they are not mixed at all on this. No.
Thank you so much, Rajlali Gilji, for your time. Thank you so much and for addressing this critical issue, the condition of women in Punjab, because it was one of the promise that was made by Rajlali Gill that she will be personally visiting the jails and raising the concerns which are there, how if found troublesome, they will be addressed. With Sumit, this is Pavit Kaur for The Savera.